Tonight's episode really should have been called F Around and Find Out because that's exactly what happened to Hannah and Kayla. Y'all effed around and y'all found out. Quit playing with people. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. Love Island USA Season 6, Episode 4. Let's talk about it. If you haven't already, don't forget subscribe, thumbs up the video, and leave some comments down below. So the episode starts off with Hannah. So Hannah's talking to Olivia, and she's saying how pissed she is to Hakeem. So remember last night during the recoupling at the backyard boogie, after Hannah picked Kendall, Hakeem kind of went off on some, you lie, you've been playing us against each other, 50-50, all that type of stuff. Now, while he was valid in his feelings, it came across very sassy, okay? It did. It came across very petty. So Olivia brings Hakeem over and tells Hakeem that, like, your delivery was harsh last night. Like, you didn't have to go about it that way. Hakeem said, look, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but you were. You were. But he said that was not his intent. His intent was to just kind of get his feelings out and let her know how he was feeling. So Hannah is like, even though everything you said was valid, I didn't like how you were coming at me. So maybe I'm missing something, but Hannah confirmed that everything that Hakeem said was true, was factual, legit, valid, Gucci, 100, however you want to say it. So then if that's true, what are you crying for? What are you mad about? See, I don't think that Hannah thought that Hakeem was going to basically throw her under the bus. She thought that Hakeem was going to, like, keep it in the tuck, and he didn't because his feelings were hurt. So now Hannah's crying and saying how she's pissed and she don't even want to be there no more and she don't even want to talk anymore. And it's like, Hannah, you're embarrassed. You feel the way that you got caught out. You know that you kind of made a mistake because you were talking out both sides of your neck. Effed around and found out. So then we get to Jana and Connor. So she's telling him that she likes their communication. She likes how easy it is because y'all know Coy didn't talk. And I've seen y'all in the comments saying that, oh, no, Jana gaslit Coy. No, Coy didn't talk. He didn't talk. The nature of this type of show is for you to continually pursue the people that you want to be, coupled up with. This is not the show to come in and kind of sit back and chill and be like, well, I mean, I told you I liked you on the first day, so that's cool. This is the nature of the game. People are going to turn in, heads are going to turn. You have to find a way to make sure that your person that you're coupled with head doesn't turn. And I feel like Coy just didn't do that. So if Janae is more turned on by conversation, she's more turned on by conversation. Okay? So then we have Hannah. Hannah goes crying to Kendall. Girl, save the drama for your mama. I'm getting tired of Hannah. First, I'm not going to do this season. So Hannah goes over to Kendall and she's acting like Hakeem cussed her out, like he read her down, and he didn't. He didn't. He didn't call you anything out. He may have called her a liar, but I feel like he didn't, like, read her for filth like she's acting. Not for you to be crying right now. Again, you're crying because you're embarrassed. So now she's telling Kendall, yeah, I did tell Hakeem all that stuff. So then what are you crying for? So now Kendall feels away, and Kendall has every right to feel away. So Kendall tells her that, look, I didn't know that you told him you were feeling 50-50 because now that has him looking and feeling away because now you playing me like a fool. Hannah girl. Hannah girl. So Kendall is in his confessional and he's saying that, like, now his trust is a little dampered because, like, here I am thinking that we really going all in when you were telling this dude 50-50. So for it to come down to basically a coin toss, I would feel insulted too if I was Kendall because we haven't seen. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Kendall was entertaining Olivia. Okay. No, but then nonetheless, I can see why Kendall would feel away. Kendall didn't know that she was 50-50. Okay. Kendall said he's not even excited to go to bed with her no more. I said, okay. So Rob and Leah are talking. Something about Leah's odd. And I know I keep saying this, but it's really giving short but shorty. Like, something about the cadence of her voice is giving like, I can't explain why, but ooh, Rob, I'm kind of nervous for you. But Olivia comes over and pulls Rob away. And Rob just did not like how Olivia was acting during the recoupling either. So Olivia tells Rob that she didn't like that Rob was telling her he wanted to get to know her when, you knew that you really didn't. So don't say you want to get to know both of us if that's really not the case. Rob is like, no, I told you from jump that Leah was my number one. So Olivia is like, so it's kind of disrespectful. You taking her to the dock, you're sneaking and doing all this stuff. And Rob, I don't even think he was really apologetic. It was just basically on some, I wasn't trying to hurt you, but I told you Leah was my number one. And that's fine. If you did tell Olivia that Leah was your number one, that's fine. But y'all were sneaking around and being disrespectful. You know what I mean? And you knew that you were being disrespectful and wrong about it. And that's why you were sneaking around with her. You know what I mean? But Olivia tells him, don't make me look like a fool. Don't. I feel like Leah's head would turn very easily too. I feel like Rob is putting all his eggs in her basket because she's a safe choice. I don't think that Rob honestly and truly likes Leah. I think he sees Leah as a safe choice to stay on this show, but if the right girl comes around, he's going to move and he's going to merge off. But I guess. So the next morning, Hannah makes Kendall some breakfast because she needs to apologize. This is the best Hannah has ever looked. She looks 1,000% better natural. Girl, you don't need to put on no makeup because you putting on this Saw-esque blush. It's not giving what you think it's going to give. You should really just go around, all natural, fresh face. But I guess that this is you. This how you want to look. But this was the look for you. So she made him breakfast, and she's just basically telling him that, look, Hakeem did all that stuff, and, because Hakeem did all of that, it just kind of turned her off from him. I don't even want to talk to him no more. And it's like, I lie, don't care who tell it. I don't care who tell it. Shout out to Rox. So Kendall tells her, for me to just now be hearing about the 50-50, that made me feel away. It did make me feel away. So, oh shit, did I? Wait a minute. I done started reading the wrong set of notes. My bad. So Hannah is talking to Kendall, and you can tell that Kendall is trying, excuse me, y'all. Kendall is trying to kind of move forward, see the brighter side of it, but in the back of his mind, he still feels away. He's not 1,000% convinced, but he's going to try to push through it. So we then see Kendall talking to Aaron, and he's like, I want to know more about what her and Hakeem have been talking about. So he really doesn't trust Hannah anymore. So he wants to see, was she really saying 50-50, or is that something that you just kind of threw out? Because if there's a difference in what Hakeem says and what Hannah says, then he's really going to have to run up on her again. I don't know. So Cordell brought Serena some avocado toast. What I've noticed about Cordell is he rambles. Right. So he's like, I brought you some avocado toast. And, this is my first time making it. This is my first time having it. But I did my best for you. And then mine is downstairs. But here is your plate. And I ain't never made this before. And it's like, relax. Relax. I think Cordell is tripping all over himself because he does really, really like her. And I think he can tell that she's not, or he knows deep down she doesn't feel the same way. And I feel like Cordell is really trying to convince her that she likes him more than like finding out if she actually does or just accepting that fate. So Janae gets a text, and they're going to have a little competition that is called Vacation Vixens. I appreciated the shade towards Spirit. I have never flown Spirit. I would never fly Spirit, Lord willing, but I appreciate the shade towards Spirit. So basically, the girls are going to go up. They're going to start off in like flight attendant outfits. They're going to strip down. They're in their bikinis. They're going to slide down this water, whatever. They have to do a sexy to get down in the sand. Then they're going to put out these message in the bottles so that they can read these shady questions. Whoever they feel is the answer, they're going to dump water on the person. And then they're going to take an arrow to shoot at one of the guys' faces. And that's who they want to kiss. Whole lot of complicated mess. But this is what happened. I'm going to read the interesting ones, okay? So we saw Serena as the example. Serena feels that, what was it? Serena feels that Janae's head would, or Janae would never talk to Connor in the real world. And then she said that she wanted to kiss Cordell, but her aim was off. And I forgot who she ended up kissing, but it was not Cordell. So then we get Kaylor. Kaylor said that Leah hasn't shown girl code. We know why she feels that way. And then she targeted Hakeem to kiss. Now, when she targeted Hakeem to kiss, I said, I see how this game was going to go. This is one of those games that whenever they do this, when you don't pick your couple, it always causes issues at the end of the game. Always. Y'all have seen the show before. That's why you signed up for the show. It is always best, in my opinion, for you to pick your couple. But nonetheless, so she targeted Hakeem, and Aaron's pissed. Aaron's pissed, as he should be. So then Leah calls Rob two-faced, and she targets Kendall to kiss, which, Leah, why are you targeting Kendall? Talking about because I know you want to kiss me. I was with Kendall. Since when? Who said that? Who? So then we see Hannah thinks that Olivia is leading her boy on. She thinks that Connor is not transparent. And then she targets Hakeem to kiss. And it's like, Hannah, why are you targeting Hakeem to kiss? That made absolutely no sense. Like, none of this is making sense tonight. None of it. None of it. He drops her ass in the water, so she down there screaming, I'm drowning. I said, that's what you get. That's what you get. Kaylor and Hannah, y'all knew y'all was on some fugazi shit. But I guess y'all, Janae calls Serena the fakest girl there. She then explains that it's because she knows how she really feels about Cordell. But it's like still says, I hope y'all got an understanding and y'all know what's going on, because we cannot have our beautiful melanin ladies beefing on this show. I won't allow it. So she then said that Hakeem would be dumped next. And then she kisses Connor, which is what you're supposed to do. You kiss your couple, I guess. And then finally we get Olivia. Why did I call her Olivia? Finally, we get Olivia. So Olivia made it seem as if she was going to throw water at Kaylor for being two-faced, but she turns and like chucks it into Leah's face. Now all the girls they haven't been dumping water on each other's faces. They've been turning around, doing a little twerk or their interpretation of a twerk, and they've been pouring water on each other's butts. So for her to chuck that water up in Leah's face, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the pie contest in Love Island Games. The way, who was it? Oh God, what was that girl's name? The way she threw that pie up in Imani's face. That's what it reminded me of. Why you throw that water in her face like that? So then Olivia said that Rob is a walking red flag, and she threw the water on him super aggressive too. And then she picks Kendall to kiss and said that he's the most genuine person there. And Cordell is like, what about me? She don't like the niggas. We saw that. She saw that, Cordell. Don't even worry about that. She don't like y'all. She don't like y'all. It's cool. You don't need a kiss from her anyways. So back at the villa, Serena tells Hannah and Leah that she feels so bad about missing Cordell's name that she might just go ahead and give him a little kiss. But she doesn't want him to think that, or to get emboldened to think that he can just start kissing her all the time. She's still not there. I got to be real with y'all. I don't think Serena missed that on accident. I think Serena said she wanted to aim for Cordell because that's the good thing to say. That's the appropriate thing to say in her mind. She wanted to aim for anybody else. I don't think that was an accident. I think that was intentional. I think that was an intentional miss. So we get down to the backyard boogie, okay? Rob is dressed like old McDonald had a farm, and I was over it because he looked musty. My God. Rob has really been stressing me out with his outfits, I guess. So we get Cordell and Cordell and Serena. They go have a chat. So he tells her that, your aim is ass, but it's cool. I know that I know that you're going to kiss me when you're ready, and it's going to come and you're going to initiate it, but it's cool because I'm not going to pressure you because I really like you, and I just wanted to make sure that you're ready, but I want you to know that I do like you in case you didn't know. And I was like, Cordell, baby. No, sir. No, sir. So the inkling, the slight desire she had to kiss him dissipated very quickly because him talking in circles the way that Cordell typically does is not doing it for her. So she tells him that a lot of his responses seem scripted. And I'm not going to say they seem scripted, but I do think that a lot of his responses do come off as him thinking very carefully about what he's going to say, what he wants to say, and he doesn't want to mess up anything. And I get what he's doing, but I understand Serena's part of it too. Say something stupid. Say something stupid, like say something crazy, because then it'll come across as you being more authentic. She then finally acknowledges in a confessional that she just doesn't have a romantic spark for him. Meanwhile, he really likes her, and I want her to tell him. Don't leave that man on so you can stay on the show. Don't do that to Cordell because he doesn't deserve that. So Kendall and Hakeem talk, okay? So Hakeem was like, yeah, Hannah definitely kept saying that we were 50-50. And Kendall was like, but she said that I was her number one, right? And Hakeem was like, no. She said that you were the other guy, but she said that we were 50-50. Like, that's just what she said. Kendall's face was a mixture of disappointment and then irritation and then resentment. He went through a lot of emotions in that moment. So Olivia and Hannah are over to the side, and Hannah wants to go and talk to Kendall, but she wants Olivia to come with her. Grow up, Hannah. You got yourself in this mess. You got to get yourself out. So they go over to talk to the guys, and Hakeem was like, we talking right now? I'll come find you afterwards. So they can't do anything but back off. So Kendall is now wondering if Hannah's worth it at all, because here I am putting all my eggs in your basket. I'm like honing in on you. I'm showing interest in you. I'm doing what I should. And even after breakfast this morning, you still turn around and go and kiss Hakeem in the challenge. Hannah kept saying that it's just a game, it's not that big of a deal. Kendall's not going for that, because why would you do that? And I kind of feel like, game or not, y'all know how attached y'all are getting to each other in these, even if though it's been what, 3 days, 4 days, y'all know how everybody is getting super attached to everybody else. So the fact that they even like to pretend, oh, it's just a game, it's just a game, y'all know that there's too many feelings involved. So Cordell and Kendall are talking, and Kendall doesn't remember what Serena said needs to happen in order for them to progress. Now, Kendall, I feel like we're giving you passes because you are 21, but at the same token, my good sir, no, no. I just kind of like, she told you to stop being so rehearsed. Stop overthinking. Stop overanalyzing what you're going to say, and just talk like the natural, flawed individual that we all are. So he's like, damn, I'm bad at this, bro. You about to bad your ass right onto the airport. Because nobody else is checking for you, Cordell. And it looked like you've been scratching your braids like this. Are you not sleeping with a little bonnet on? Okay. So meanwhile, Serena is talking to some of the ladies, and she's like, if anybody comes in, I'm willing to explore it. So she then finally admits to all the ladies that she doesn't have that romantic spark or romantic connection for Cordell. She's in her confessional saying that Cordell is talking as if they're on the same page when they're not. And he doesn't know that because you haven't told him. You're leading him on. And again, says, don't go out bad like that. Don't do that to him, because Cordell doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve that. If you're truly not feeling him, if you don't see that romantic spark with him, don't keep telling him that you just want to go slow and you want to be friends and all that stuff. You need to be honest and just let him know, I don't feel a spark with us, babe. I'm sorry. I feel like Cordell has the emotional maturity that he will be able to accept that. But I guess. So Kendall and Hannah finally have a chat, okay? Hannah says she thought it was funny to pick Hakeem to kiss. Girl, bye. Bye, Hannah. Play with somebody else. Play with somebody else. Just be real and say you wanted to kiss Hakeem. I feel like Kendall would respect you more and respect this situation more if you would just keep it a stack with him. But for you to say you thought it would be funny, I guess. So then she's like, we didn't even kiss. I almost drowned it did. I said, you illiterate heifer. But you know what? Fine. If you almost drowned it did, that's what you get. So Kendall was like, no, you could have picked literally anybody else, any of the other four guys. You made a choice to pick the guy that you were just 50-50 with the night before. Hannah is lying, and it's like, I don't even like him no more. I really like you. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You effed around and you found out. You thought it was all fun and games. It wasn't just a matter of, oh, I don't like him. I thought it would be funny. What part of you picking the guy that you were quote unquote 50-50 with, what part of that is funny? Somebody please explain it to me. Maybe I'm missing the joke, but okay. So then she goes on to say that she just wasn't thinking in that moment. And Kendall was like, actions speak louder than words. You can say that you're all for me and you like me, but you still chose to kiss Hakeem. That was a choice. I think if she would have kissed anybody else, it wouldn't have been as big a deal, but you chose to kiss Hakeem. Oh God. So she's like, okay, do you still want to continue this? And he was like, I need more time. So now she's wondering if she messed anything up. Girl, I don't know. So then we get Rob and Leah. They never addressed the fact that Leah called Rob two-faced and kind of threw water in his face. It was Leah that did that, right? Leah threw, let me see. Hold on. Yeah, Leah threw water in Rob's face and called him two-faced. And I feel like they didn't address that. That's a conversation that needs to be had. But again, I think Rob is just keeping Leah along because she's a safe choice. And literally nobody else wants Rob. So Leah was like, it's just a stupid game because Rob is upset that Kayla kissed Hakeem. And then Rob tells her that he wasn't upset she kissed Kendall. Of course you weren't, because one, you don't really like her, and you just want to do whatever it is to keep her happy so you can stay on the show. I'm clocking it. Finally, we get Aaron and Kayla, and this was the conversation right here. This was it. So Aaron is mad that she kissed Hakeem, as he should be, right? So she starts to gaslight him, and it's like, well, if you're going to start questioning how I feel, then everything I'm doing is, and I'm like, no, Kayla. No. Aaron has every right to feel away. While yes, it is a game. It is a game, for sure. But at the same time, I like when Aaron read her down and was like, what you're not going to do is feel that you can start kissing all these other guys and you're just going to keep me laying around because I tolerate it. Let's not forget, Kayla kissed Connor, and that was not in the game. I think they just kissed, unless I'm misremembering. But I think they just kissed just for the hell of it. So for you to think that you can kiss Connor, then turn around and kiss Hakeem in the game, talking about I just looked at the board and picked a name. No. So now she's crying because he's telling her, I've been putting my all into you. I'm not out here being fugazi at all. So now he doesn't even know if he even wants to keep going with this because you're not going to keep making a fool out of me. You're not going to keep playing in my face. So they both walk away. He's upset. She's crying. Rob chases after him, and it's like, you just emotional, bro. Like, it is just a game. Like, you have a heavy heart right now. Telling him y'all can work this out. And Aaron is out there on some, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Meanwhile, Kayla goes crying and Olivia chases after her. And Kayla is still like, well, he doesn't think I like him and I really do like him. And it's just a stupid game. Okay. We're going to see how much of a game it is when these bombshells come in and Aaron starts kissing everybody but you. It looks away. It looks away, y'all. And I understand that on Love Island, everybody be kissing everybody else. But I feel like the 2 seasons of this that I've watched, this particular game always causes these issues. Whenever they have the opportunity to pick who they want to kiss in this particular game, it always causes an issue. But Kayla, you tried to gaslight that man. Don't do that, because I would be questioning you too if I was Aaron. Now you about to miss out on a good thing because these bombshells coming in, and one of them girls already said, you may not want Aaron, but I do, sis. Let me know what you guys thought about this. How do you guys feel about Hannah? And how do you guys feel about Kayla? Their decisions, all the stuff they did. Talk about it down below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up the video. Oh my God, look how long this video is. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.